Okay, hello, Jay County Junior Senior High School parents. This is Mrs. Homan. I teach 8th grade language arts, but if you don't know, I'm also a mom. And so these are some Skyward Family Access tips and tricks from a mom. So these are things that I have found on Skyward Family Access that have been helpful to me. So, and that I think will be helpful to you. So the first thing is, how do I get on Skyward? So if you go to the J School Corporation and click on menu, then resources, Skyward is the first link. And it looks like that. And once you're there, you can see my little star is blue. That's because I have it bookmarked. So then it can be right there on your tabs, on your bookmark bar right there, and easy to get to. See, mine is right there under daily tabs. So once you have clicked on there, then you can, I'm going to go back into my presentation. You can get logged in. If you do not remember your username or your password, you can, as soon as this comes up, you can click on this down here, forgot your login or password, put in your email address, and it'll send you an email to reset that information. So once you are logged in, it will look like this. And so I have lots of little arrows here. This blue arrow, this is a drop-down list of students associated with your account, or if you only have one student, their name will be there. And you can see then, after you've selected which student, you'll be able to see all of this information, the gradebook, their attendance, their discipline information, their schedule, if they're trying to figure out what class they're going to have in a new 9 weeks. This area here is where all those Skyward messages will show up. For instance, when we send out an email through Skyward about going remote learning or what the remote learning schedule is, those are all sent through Skyward, so they go to your email, but they also show up right here. And so you can see you are able to hide those messages so they don't clog up your feed there. Over here are upcoming events on the calendar. So you can see I made this screenshot before term 3 started. So term 3 was starting, things that are due in some of my child's classes. And then you can see this right here that says My Account. I'm going to show you something really cool if you click on that. So when it comes up, all your information will be here, okay? Your email address, your phone number, your address, and that kind of stuff. So I blurred that out just for my own privacy reasons. But then down here at the bottom is what I want to show you. So on the next slide, I have enlarged that part so that you can see it. So these email notifications, I think these are going to be super helpful for some people. So first of all, you can click to receive daily attendance notifications for your students. You can get those by email or a message on that message center wall. Then the second one, and this is the one that I think is going to be super, super helpful. You can receive grading emails for your student. So your assignment or class percent override. So if you want to know anytime your kid gets a grade under 80%, you can put that in there. And then it will send you an email anytime. So that is awesome, I think. So you can define, some of us just want emails if they're below 60%, or some of us below 90%. So we want to know whatever you want to do can go in there. So I think that is amazing. And then number 3, receive progress reports emails. So you can get a progress report every day, which I think is probably a little much. Most of us teachers don't put in grades every day, but weekly would be great, and those come on Saturdays, or you can get monthly on the first of each month. That might be a little too far, so these weekly ones would be great. You can see how the grade has changed week by week. That would be amazing there. Okay, so this screen is after you have clicked on a certain student and clicked on your grade book. One thing I want you to notice is up here at the top, okay, there are no missing assignments, but if your child had missing assignments, they would be listed right there. Unfortunately, if we've marked something missing from first 9 weeks, it's probably still going to show up in there, even in third and fourth 9 weeks. And it's a lot of work to ask the teacher to go back and unclick that on every single kid in every single assignment. Okay, so look at the dates. So then this one, I clicked on a particular class, and I am looking at for any assignment, you can click on that assignment and all these details will come up. When it was assigned, when it was due, how many points were possible if your child was there that day. And then, of course, the grade, the score, how many points. One thing I want you to notice is this right here, because sometimes there will be a blank. Like right here, there's a blank where this grade hasn't been entered. Hasn't been entered because we're not there yet. But and so I could click on that and get all that information about this one. And there would be a blue check mark here if it were marked missing, or if it's a no count assignment. So sometimes there are things that can't be made up because if they were absent, or we're just being really nice and like the kid did poorly on it, so we're not counting it against them, or whatever reason we don't want that grade to count against the student, we will click it as a no count assignment, or we'll mark it as missing if it's something that needs to be made up. And so there will be a blue check mark in one of those two spots, and you'll know if it's counting against them or not. But then look here next to this A+. See that little speech bubble? That is a comment. Unfortunately, you're not really sure if there's a comment there on the assignment unless you click on the assignment. However, this is most helpful. This is a staged comment. I asked this teacher to put this on here so that I could do this video. But normally, if it's a low assignment or a 0 grade that I would do that. Okay, not sure what I just said, but so we would do that if it's a low assignment. We'd put a comment on there like, show me when you get back, or needs to be made up by a certain date or whatever, but it's some kind of communication either with the student or with the parent that the teacher has put in there. So if you click on that little speech bubble, it's going to look like this. And like I said, this was a staged comment, so the teacher put in there what a fun and creative poem. But a lot of times it would say, please make up when you come back, or something along those lines. Okay, the last thing that I wanted to tell you is that Skyward is also available in app form. This is my favorite way for parent access. I find the parent portal of Skyward much more user-friendly in the app form. So when I'm checking my kids' grades, I'm usually doing it on Skyward. But you can see these are all apps that I have for the school. But here is what Skyward looks like. And then this is what it looks like when you're in there. You can see all the grades over here to the left, and you can see there's still if you click on those 3 lines, there's still the drop-down menu for your kids, and you can click on and get all the same information in app form on your smartphone. Super easy. It's on Google Play and on the App Store for your Apple phones. So thank you for watching. I'm really hoping this helps some of you really know the gradebook a little bit better and be able to feel like this is a great way that we are communicating with parents without having to send out emails to 120 parents a day. Okay, so thanks and have a great day.